Hey, can y'all hear us okay? I'll turn mine.
Yes.
Yes, you're good.
That sounds good from here.
Let me kill my speaker on mine. We're ready to go. Okay, here you go.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Centerton Advertising and Promotion Commission meeting on August the 13th. Let's do a roll call.
You want me to do it since,
Yeah.
yeah, all right. All right, roll call. Josie Reed is here. Sky Petty,
Here.
Amber. Paul. Catherine Smith,
Here,
Darren Warren. And Donna Rice. Donna, can you hear us? Donna's there, but I don't. Donna was there. We need Donna for a quorum. She said she just got booted off. She's logging back on. Hang on just a minute. Write them all down. Yeah. Do this.
There.
All right, we're just gonna put you on speakerphone here, okay?
Okay, yeah, it booted me off, but I'm back in. Okay.
All right, well, and then you can still see the screen in there, okay? All right, so we got Donna. All right, carry on.
Okay, so, excuse me, our next item on the agenda is A&P minutes. These were sent out. And does anyone have any questions? If
I
not,
did not. I make a motion to
I did
approve.
not.
the minutes.
so it sounds like we have a motion from, was that you, Sky?
Yes, ma'am.
Do we have a second? Do we have a second to approve the A&P meeting notes?
Second.
Okay, that's
I'll
his dog.
second it.
Okay, so we need to do roll call. Now let's do roll call.
Just ask them all in favor.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Okay, next item we have is the A&P tax collection.
All right, so Carl was gonna be here, but he's not, so he did provide, the A&P revenue and expense reports for you, which I did send out on Wednesday of last week. He gave you all 2022's revenue and then 2023 through February so far. Then he also gave you the expenditures. Year to date, he also, included those. And then he also, included the Parks and Recreation, revenue, which the Parks and Recreation revenue is 80% of the taxes collected. And I'll talk about that when we get into the roles and duties. But he also provided that for the year plus their expenditures. And also, I need to note that Josh Price is here, the Parks Superintendent, and the Assistant Public Works Director, Anthony's here, and then we have Jamie, Jeremiah and Jamie here from Compass Business Solutions as a guest. So anyway, there's the reports they gave you, and do you have any questions on them? All right.
If not, we'll open for an approval.
I make a motion that we approve the A&P minutes from December 7th, 2022.
Do we have a second?
We're approving just the report. Are you just making a motion to approve the report, Sky?
Yes, I'm sorry about that. Let me
got you.
read that. Yeah, I make a motion to approve the A&P tax collection report.
Okay. Did someone second it? Anyone?
Yeah, do we have a second on that motion?
Catherine, Donna?
Yeah, I'll second it. Sorry, I'm driving.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? There are none. Okay, our next item on the agenda is to discuss roles and duties of the AP Commission.
Yeah, so,
It came in up at our last meeting, to have clarification on what we're responsible for.
yeah, I did, we were gonna bring this up last meeting, but we did run, low on time. So, I did include the state statute that governs the A and P Commission, which is Title 26,675, which was in your packet. And I also included the Centerton Code, which that's basically what we work off of. And just to kind of give you an overview, what the A and P does help with promotion of the city, and also helps with our parks and different things to help bring people here. So this actually started in 2007. And this was voted on and approved. So we've been collecting A and P tax since then. What happens is for businesses that have prepared foods, like sandwiches and things like that, there is a 1% A and P tax collected. And then for hotels, motels, meeting facilities, Airbnbs, things like that is 3%. And all that just comes back, to the city also. And then how that's divided. At one time, it used to be 90% went to parks, 10% went to advertising. But there was an ordinance passed, and I can't remember the year, 2011, 2012, to make 80% go to parks and 20% go to advertising. And that's basically it. The board consists of seven people. It's 4 that have businesses that collect A and P tax. There's 1 at-large position. And then there's 2 council members that are part of it. That's set by state law. And the terms are normally 4 years. Except for the elected officials, we kind of line them up with their terms. However, I think, this next time around, they'll still be staggered because we have staggered terms now. So, they'll be like 2 years apart, they'll come back up. As far as uses for it, we can use it to help promote the city. And then also, a lot of it is spent, for our parks. A lot of it has been spent down there, just, actually maintaining our ball fields, which brings a lot of folks here, spending money. There's no other really duties that are assigned to this. Now, I did look at some other A and P commissions. And one I looked at was the city of Sherwood, and they wrote it in their information. They actually have a committee of A and P members who work together to, come up with ideas. And that's why we wanted to revisit this group and start meeting more often. We were only meeting once a year at one point, just to approve the parks budget, basically. But now, we want to get more active, and you can use funds to, help promote the city, but you just gotta be careful. You have to and help promote all the businesses, not just a certain group of them. And, we did come up with some ideas at our last meeting, maybe put the book together. And when we get to other business, I'll update that, but that's basically it. You are the governing body that helps, that controls those funds. So if Parks comes to you and say, hey, we want to give you a budget, we want $1 million to put in something in there, you certainly have the, to say on that. And then if they want to modify that budget, they certainly have to come back, to you. And then also on the promotional items, I did, state that anything we wanted to use promotional, I would come back to you. So that's basically it. And then I think the next item, Josie will talk a little bit, and this is something maybe we can use some of these funds on. I would have to check with the municipal league, but this is a good thing that comes up next. So that's basically the duties. I did put the code in there for you, the state statute and everything. And then also it does talk about if you have someone who don't want to pay that or don't want to collect the taxes, there are some things in there that this board has the authority to do. So anyway, that's all I have. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. So what has the city done, and what proof do we have that we have done valid advertising?
That's a good question. So one thing the A&P, I could give you a printout of every expenditure made out of that fund. The only thing that's really come out of there, it was, with the A&P, I mean, the Centerton Day when we did that. And then also the fireworks. It's the only expenditures y'all approved. However, at one point in time, the A&P Commission also did participate in the comprehensive plan. They did put some funds toward it, to help, shape the design of the city. So that was many years ago, but yeah, we have not spent many funds at all. And all that's actually in the reports that I gave you.
Did we also do like Christmas lights and then the banners?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, we
So
do.
Christmas decorations, mostly lights.
Yes,
And then we also did banners around the park that change out seasonally.
yes.
And 4th of July contributions to the First Baptist Church, correct?
Yes, the city participates in that event. Yes.
Yeah, kind of a joint effort there. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we budgeted last year 5,000. This year we budgeted 5,000. And that does bring, a lot of citizens to the community. And then also, as far as the parks, I mean, when Kenyon Park and Little League and all that going, all those funds that you're spending there to help maintain that and things, that is bringing folks to the city. Good question.
Yes, very good. Any other questions?
There's no motion on that.
Motion on that. Okay, so I'll give an update on the Chamber of Commerce. So I had a few meetings, and myself and a few other people had meetings with John Newby. He's actually the president over McDonald County Chamber of Commerce there. He's done some amazing things in that area. And he did a presentation to city council at the last meeting, and that motion got tabled. This basically what he brings forth is he would help establish a chamber. And he's given a timeline. He's given kind of what his goals and objectives would be, to get a chamber started. And so currently that was tabled. And so I would like to open it up here just for discussion to see if anybody's got any questions as far as this is concerned. This gentleman coming forth and offering his services. I think there was going to be a fee of $2,500 a month, which, considering what he set forth, I thought that was very reasonable.
How long would that take? Like just.
So he's got, I was gonna say, so his timeline in here, he had a vision and branding initiative that would be March and April. He had community chamber newsletter by April 23rd. And just to back up a little bit, if you're not familiar with McDonald County Chamber, please go out and check out his website, because it's pretty amazing what he's doing. And I know he's got a big meeting coming up. It's not really a job fair. It's similar to where he's having an open house. To where I would encourage everyone to attend that if they can. It's in April. But like I said, he does have a project timeline, expectations, goals, things that he would achieve. And basically at the end of this, he would walk away whenever we felt that we were, we're up and running, doing good. It's really our call. Normally with contracts, a lot of people are like, you got to have a year contract. Well, he's being lenient with us to say, you know what, I'll do this month by month, whatever you want to do, but here's my timeline. If you feel like I'm not meeting these goals, certainly feel free to get out of the contract. So I thought he was very open about that. Thought he was very clear on expectations of things that we can, his goals.
So Josie, how long is the table for? Like, what does that mean? I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, we just had it. We just motioned for a table, and I'm not sure that we've got it on tomorrow night's meeting. I think we kind of wanted to discuss here to get kind of an idea of what you all think about that direction.
Because my stance, I really think we need a chamber. I think I've worked with chambers, grab it, different ones, and I'm all aboard on that. I think it's really needed. I think it will bring Centerton to a bit of a level, you might say. And I think it will help Mayorville and just everyone involved on taking some of their responsibilities out. However, and I've kind of discussed this with you, I do think he would be a great asset. I guess my question is, if you've got strong candidates wanting to help, if it's like a year down the road before he could join, could we just not pick his brain for ideas? And, you know, how dire, I guess, important is it that he joins us if it's just not something that's gonna happen recently, you know, anytime soon.
So I think what he would bring to the table is really getting the people together, you know, figuring out a chamber board. I mean, that's something that I'm just gonna be real transparent here. I don't have time to do that. And I've got, you know, if I did, I certainly would be involved in that, but Mayor, you have a comment?
No, I have a question.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, you know, you've opened the discussion. I wonder if we could have him join us at our next AMP meeting. He can join by Zoom. You don't have to drive down
Sure.
here. And he can make his presentation that he made to the council. He can make it, I can give him the screen. He can show what they see and,
Okay,
you know, maybe answer their questions, like Donna's question. And I think Sky's getting ready to ask a question and, you know, just some thoughts and, you know, just keep that discussion open. And in the meantime, I can check with municipal league to see if AMP is permitted to, you know, do that. In the meantime, so we have an answer when we come back. So
sure.
Is that the question? And is that the big concern is where's the funding gonna come from?
it can come from here, I think. I think they,
Well, I
as
think-
long as they provide a service.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that everybody understands, okay, here's what he would do. And I feel pretty confident about it. He's got it lined out from my perspective. Everything that he feels like would be to get a chamber up and running.
Is there a plan B if they decide not to go with that?
Well, they don't have to decide. This board is can decide that.
Yeah,
The council don't have to. The AMP can fund it.
yeah. And I mean, it may be beneficial. And I don't know, Mayor, your thoughts on it. We could go ahead and send his PowerPoint out. If you could read through it. If you've got any questions, or do you think it would be more beneficial for him to actually come and present?
I think probably beneficial to present.
Okay.
And he can show that PowerPoint.
Yeah, I think he
He
needs
might
to.
just update the dates on it or, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Okay.
So question, so you just said, so we don't have to have, we can actually make that decision if he's gonna come on board. We don't have to have the approval from city or anybody. Did I understand that correctly? Like, we can make that decision?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I will check with our legal people to make sure. I
Okay.
think what I'd like to do though, if this is something that y'all want to move forward with, I would probably like to let the council know what we're doing. You know, just so they're, you know, they're in the loop and they know that, hey, we are going to proceed with this and AMP is going to pay for it. Just so they know.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't want to try to do something, you know, they need to know, they need to be in the loop too.
Absolutely. Yes.
Definitely. And please don't misunderstand. I mean, I do think he would be a very big asset. I really do.
Mhm.
I just didn't know if it's something that we should put off the chamber for, you know, if we could, but I get it. I mean, we're all busy and it's a bigger responsibility, I think, than most people think. So I get that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Scott,
That
were you
was-
gonna-
Yeah, I mean, I think it's time for. I totally think it's time for Chamber of Commerce, and I don't know this gentleman. I'm sure he's a great guy. I would like to see him in a presentation. My concern is volunteers and who's gonna spearhead this. And if we do it, we want to do it right. We want to not let it fall flat on its face, and just have. I guess that's my concern. Is I want to do it, and I'm behind it. We can fund it, but we've got to have the people that are going to spearhead it and take it on.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, because we're not meeting again until June, do we want to put it off until June?
Yeah, I mean, let me check with municipal league, check with his schedule.
Can we send it? That way we can.
Yeah, we can send it, yeah.
I think we go ahead and
We
send
don't
them.
need
Yeah, we can send it to you and then you
whatever
have your
is
questions
so
for him when he
often,
comes,
that's
yeah.
Still putting it off again.
Yeah, that's no problem. I'd be happy to.
I think that's,
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's got a timeline in here, and I'm not gonna have him work on that timeline until.
So
It
you
could be a-
decide, yeah.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And like I said, he can join Zoom. He don't have to drive down here. from
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so if we're all in agreement, then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and send this PowerPoint out. Y'all can take a look at it, get some notes back, and then I'll reach out to John and find out if he can, you know, present it at our next meeting, which is, I believe, June the 7th.
I'm making a note to send a PowerPoint.
Okay, yes, and then the mayor's gonna follow up to see if this is something that we can financially support through the AP funds.
It's the first Wednesday.
First Wednesday. Very good. Okay. Do we have any more questions on this topic? Okay, if not, then we'll move.
I'm
on.
good.
Sorry.
I was saying I'm good, Jesse.
Okay, sounds good. We'll move on to the next topic, which is the grand opening of Mars Mercantile.
So I'll start this off, and if y'all want to add anything, so the Mars Mercantile, I met with their event staff last week. And they are opening April 1st. And everyone is welcome. They are going to have a ribbon cutting at 9. They're only going to have invited guests there, but each one of you are certainly welcome to come. I'll invite our elected officials and this board. I'll send a message out. The Bentonville Chamber of Commerce will be hosting that. I offered to have the city do it because I have ribbon, I have scissors, I have all that stuff, but they have joined the Bentonville Chamber of Commerce. I did tell them we're starting one and they're open to that too. So at some point, but it will be 9 o'clock. It's going to be a whole day of events. It's not just going to be a ribbon cutting and that's it. They are going to have some food trucks over at the park. They're going to have some live music, probably at the gazebo. Is what I told them. They're going to have some music. I told them there's power and everything for them. Big areas, put chairs if people want to come. They'll have some security out there helping people get across the street. So this is going to be a big deal. I'll put some more information out on social media as we get closer. I've already made a post, and I probably got 1,000 likes between all the posts I put out there. So this is going to be big for the community. This is going to be a game changer. And that's probably part of the reason Paul's not here. He's he anticipates that he will be very, very busy, and but they're excited to be here, and I think that's it. They didn't announce what food trucks are coming. There's just going to be a couple of them. We'll probably put one over there by Donna's truck, and I'm not sure the other one will probably park on the street there somehow. I don't know how that's going to look yet. So that's that. Does anybody have any questions on that?
No, just a comment. I mean, that's pretty exciting news.
It's gonna be big for
It's gonna
Centerton.
be big. Yeah, it's gonna be a big deal.
Actually, when I talked to Dave Mars, he's also going to help us with the remodel of the city hall. I told him, when you guys do the show and you fly over to Bentonville Water Tower, I said, we have one in Centerton too, with a big giant Wolverine on it. It flies right over the Wicked Bean Coffee Shop at the same time. So,
Right?
We get 72 West and there, and then when we come downtown, kind of pan by the Frosty Bite snow cone as you come around. So there'll be cameras. They are. Their show is going to be on March 21st. The one that hosts this, and you might see a familiar face or two on there when they come. So I know Paul. I think Paul's going to be on there. I believe I'll be on that show too. They came down here and did some filming at City Hall. So
That's awesome. And then are they gonna be at Coffee with the Mayor this Saturday?
yes, there should be a representative, not Dave Mars, but with their group. I did ask her to come and speak about it. So she put on her schedule. She's going to try real hard, and we do have that. If any of y'all want to come, you're welcome to. Catherine, Sky, Donna, Josie.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the Little League start date, so I'm trying to figure out how to be 2 places at one time.
Ah,
Yeah, that happens.
yes, it is.
But no, I'll be there definitely first. That's the
Okay.
day. So.
Does anybody have any questions on that? So on the next one, I was hoping Carl would be here. Because at our last meeting, he did indicate that, he was opening up a bank account. And we would be able to start funneling AP funds through there to take credit cards. However, I did talk to him. He said there was some hiccup in it. Shannon, do you know anything about this? Shannon's here too. She's our assistant financial director.
I don't, he hasn't talked to me about that, but when I get into work today, I'm gonna discuss it with him and see where he's at in the process.
Okay, what we should do is after we find out, I'll send out an email to this group to update you.
Okay.
I know that, it sounded like we were going to start doing it the first of the year, and we were going to send letters out, and that didn't happen. We opened the bank account.
Okay, that's good. That's a
That's
step.
done.
That's a step.
All right.
Okay, any other comments about that, about the credit card payments? But more information to come, it sounds like. Next item on the agenda is appoint Nicola Alford as A&P secretary.
Yeah, I added this item. I've been taking the minutes for a very long time. And I'll continue to do so when Nicole is unable to make it. But Nicole is my assistant. And she works for me full time and I've talked to her and she's agreed to do this for us. So there's no, you guys don't have to pay her anything for this. She does this on my time, so. Well, that question does come up. Hey, what are we gonna, she works on my time, so. So.
So I guess do you have a motion to accept?
Yeah, somebody should make a motion.
Cricket.
I make a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Sounds like we have Sky and Donna.
Donna, you seconding it or Sky, you
Yeah, I can
seconding it?
second.
Okay, there you go. You got a motion in a second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? And there are none. Welcome, Nicola.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Okay, our next item on the agenda is public comment. Do you have anyone that would like to make public comment?
You're the public.
I'm just,
Come up to the podium.
Come to the podium and please state your name and address.
Yeah, guys, there's a microphone right there, right above your head.
Okay.
They can see you too.
I really don't have much comment. I'm Jeremiah Asherman with Compass Business Solutions, and I'm just excited about the potential for a Chamber of Commerce. So want to be in on what's going on and just excited to see us progress forward.
And I will add that Jeremiah does have a business group that meets on telemetry group.
So I run Centerton Exchange that meets the last Friday of every month for any businesses in the area. It is an open networking group, so we do get from out of the area as well. But I just really encourage all of our local businesses to come and to give a spotlight on themselves and just network with other businesses. It's just good promotion and a good foot in the door for getting your name out there.
It's great, very good.
Thank you. And they're meeting at City Hall, the old City Hall. now.
I'm not charging this.
And we're being good stewards of the taxpayers' money and not charging.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda is other business. I think we mentioned, coffee with the mayor. If you can attend, please attend. It's a great event. Formative event. Interaction with the public is always good.
You guys have any other business?
I do. It's Catherine. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Where are we at, Bill, on the blue highway signs? Have you gotten any word back on that?
Carl, I thought Carl wrote an email and said that the city or the A&P could not fund those. I mean, we can, and I think I sent you an email with the pricing on them.
So the A&P can't pay for that for the city because that's advertising for the city, is it not?
Yeah, I believe that they wrote to the municipal league or something. They said they can't pay for it. Not unless you open it up to all 170 businesses here.
I don't have an email that I can see.
I'll send it back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be happy to.
Good questions. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good question, but yeah, Carl checked into it and said that you couldn't fund that.
Okay. No, it's a bummer. What highway?
I'll send it back.
I think
Highway up I-49 exit 99.
the blue signs that put it would put like Wicked Beans logo on there.
Oh,
That way people know, hey, here's a coffee shop.
sponsored by whatever.
Yes.
But now if some businesses wanted to get together on that, because you also have businesses to the north of that up in Hiwassee. You got the Hiwassee store, you got the Hiwassee Hilton. And then if you had, maybe 3 businesses can get together on that and split that cost. I don't know. I just thought.
Yeah. It's a good point. Okay. Well, if there's no other business, then the promotion adjourn.
I'll make that motion, Josie.
Okay. Do we have a second?
A second.
Okay.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank,